Well, that wraps up an epic weekend for the Dubai SailGP presented by Marinas. And I have to say, that final has to go down as one of the best finals I've seen in SailGP history. Now the sun is setting, but we're going to jump into the tech base, talk to the teams and see how they assess their weekend.
Wow, Switzerland on the money. One more leg to go and the victory will be theirs in race number 4. Look how close they are to the shore. This is the final race, the podium race at the Dubai Sail Grand Prix presented by Marinas.
Oh, and Great Britain's back in it as well. Big manoeuvre for the Australians. He's got to spin it in front of the French. Great Britain's going to be on the inside. This is going to go down to the wire here. Great Britain have missed the foil drop. The inside goes to Slingsby.
Oh, that'll be it.
Massive mistake by Great Britain. Tom Slingsby.
For the Australians, it is back to their winning ways as the Fighting Roos bring it home for a victory in Dubai.
What a race.
Well, let's take a look at how that's impacted the overall season championship. Australia have extended their lead. They are now on 60 points, followed by New Zealand in second. Close behind them is Quentin Delapierre and his French team in third. Then we've got Great Britain, Denmark and Canada in fourth, fifth, sixth. In seventh are the United States SailGP Team. In eighth is Spain, and Switzerland still are in ninth overall. It was a disappointing event in the end for the Switzerland SailGP team. They did have some really promising starts, but just couldn't put it all together. Involved in a couple of penalty points with the New Zealand team, which Seb spoke about in the mix zone.
Well, we had two moments with the Kiwis. One was at the start where, we were leeward and they touched our bow with their rudders. Yeah, that was not too expensive for us. I guess it's some penalty points for them. But what was tough for us was just a jibe on the boundary where we thought we gave them enough room. And obviously the umpires thought different.
Penalty Switzerland, not giving room at the boundary.
And we made a lot of gains there, so we had to come back all the way to go behind the Kiwis. So that cost us a lot.
The Spanish team, they bagged their first ever race win in SailGP, but they did come in 8th overall this weekend. I've spotted them having a bit of a debrief, but I can see Paula. I'll see if I can grab her and we can have a chat. How cool was it to win a race?
It was really cool. It was our first win on a SailGP event and we were really happy about that. We were trying to sail better and better the whole week. And finally we get the result.
Does this give you confidence moving forward? Do you think the team needed a win?
Yeah, I think it was really needed for us. We have been working for a long time and it seemed that the result was we were struggling to get it. And finally we had a win today. It's a good motivation for keeping working and just keep going.
Oh, it was awesome to see. Well done, and we'll see you in Singapore.
Yeah, see you there.
Thanks, Paula. Bye. Next overall is the United States SailGP team. They came into the final day in second, but they just couldn't put it all together today. Let's head on in and find out what happened. Packing up in the dark, you got your fluoro shirt on.
Yeah, make sure everyone can see me.
Looked like a tough day out there for you guys. You were almost there, but what happened?
Yeah, frustrating day for us. I mean, actually Jimmy put us in pretty good spots off the start line and we just went slowly backwards in the first and third race. And yeah, it's pretty frustrating and there'll be a lot of looking at the debrief videos and see what went wrong.
Would have been nice to get those 3 back-to-back finals, but you've got a bit of time to digest now. What's the plan for the team?
Yeah, we unfortunately, like the overall results are looking, we've got a bit on now. We need to almost rely on a few event wins. So, we've got to come out firing and, everyone calls Jimmy the boxer and we've got to come out punching.
So everyone should watch out for USA.
Exactly.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye. Next we have the Canada SailGP team. Now they started the weekend off with a bang, with an awesome start and led the race from start to finish. But it all sort of came undone from there, and let's head on in and have a chat. Hello. It's very dark in here. Hello.
Hello. Oh no.
Me again.
Why do you film me out?
I already spoke to Phil in the mix zone, but I want to find out from you. Started so strong and then what happened?
Yeah, we were sailing the boat really well before the racing, and we all thought it was going to be a great day, and I think we were just a bit reactive, and it was such a small course, we just didn't quite plan ahead enough, and that just made it really hard and made a few decisions rushed and a few slightly dropped manoeuvres, and we were just never in it after that. So real shame.
The New Zealand team put their boat in a very strange position. They win with boat keep clear and they never kept clear, and we got close. We're probably within half a metre of them and doing I don't know, 10 kilometres an hour, so you've got a lot of control and boats are going very slow, so everyone's very comfortable with that gap, and I sort of avoided him and kept clear, and yeah, about 4 minutes later we got a penalty for it, so a little bit surprised and still querying why we got that.
Craig, that's ridiculous. Take that penalty off, mate. Craig, I want you to review that. That is ridiculous. We were the leeward boat. There was no collision.
There's a lot of calls being made in very light airs, which probably aren't quite right, so yeah, it is what it is. We copped one, a big one today on the chin.
Obviously disappointed with the result, but how amazing was that race course?
Yeah, it was tight. I mean, that's the smallest course we've raced. I just saw the final now. It's like best final I think there's been for sure. But epic for the spectators and people watching. It was a really cool day for the sport.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Enjoy some time off and some family time, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, see you. The Danish team, they came in 5th this weekend. Now, quite disappointing. They were in the hunt for the final, but they had some technical issues all day. Now, Nikolai talked us through it in the mix zone.
Yeah, unfortunately, we just lost the metric of the boat, and that means we also lose the wing screens where we have, boundaries, start line, marks, other boats, time to start, and then you're just sailing in the dark. And we tried our best, but I think in third race management thought we had enough, and they told us that we're not allowed to race anymore because of safety. So at least they let us race first and second race.
And breaking news, you see in the distance there, Denmark has retired from the race. They've got issues on board, so they will pull off.
We had to retire from the race. They don't have data on the boat. Oh, you're kidding. It was not our day, guys.
It's super frustrating, but you can't let it get to you. You just gotta wear it on the chin, move on, and then prepare for Singapore. It is what it is, and we'll just have to see what we can do about it and get ready for Singapore. Nothing we can change at the moment.
The British team, they came in 3rd this weekend, but it looked like they were so close to clinching an event win. Now, there was so much that went on in that final, but let's head on in and find out how it went from their perspective. Well, it's all hands on deck here for Pack Up, and I can spot Ben back there deep in conversation, but we did have a chat to him earlier as he got off the water in the mix zone.
Unbelievable.
Oh, mate, cheers.
Nice work.
Mate, thanks for that.
Yeah, I think that was possibly one of the best examples of grabbing defeat from the jaws of victory I've seen for a long, long time. Other than that, I thought it was just an amazing day of racing. It was just box office and great fun. Today, I think, was the best day of racing we've had in SailGP so far on this tight race course with the strong sea breeze that we had today. I think it's hard to better that, I think.
So the New Zealand team, they came in 4th overall this weekend, but it was a bit of a disappointing weekend for them because they looked like a shoe into the final, but then they had some penalty points dish out. So let's head on in and find out what went on. It's on the tools. Head torch on. Hello. Might need the head torch. Pete, we're just talking about how you were so close to the final, but collected some penalty points. Just maybe talk us through what happened.
Yeah, we still need to go back and have a look at it, to be honest. Definitely a very frustrating day for us. We felt like we sailed really well all weekend and deserved to be in the final, but, it's the way it is. You got to play to the whistle, and, the umpires decided we needed a few points, but, yeah, definitely a little bit disappointing.
It's all on for this battle for the podium. We're going to get Emily Nagao to get her mathematics hat on in a moment.
You love that slingshot start coming with pace. It pays off sometimes, but is it getting a bit congested at the start now?
Yeah, we just chose the wrong gap. We were a little bit late, so we didn't have too many options. And then, Ben did a really good job shutting it down from the top. And, we didn't expect quite as big a luff from the Spanish down to leeward, which obviously put the Swiss close to us. But, to have a little bow contact with the rudder and a little bruise in the front of the Swiss boats, not what anyone wants, but all part of racing.
Do you think the points are too harsh, or do you think it's good for the game?
Oh, the points are definitely very harsh, but I think they have to be, considering how many crashes started happening at the end of season 2. So, yeah, it's all part of it. A lot of frustration, but that'll just fire us up going into next year.
Awesome. Thanks, Pete. Good luck with the pack up.
Cheers. Thanks.
Bye. Well, this is something we don't see very often in SailGP, but it's a race against light. As you can see behind me, the French team are craning out under floodlight. They've had a very interesting weekend. They looked like they were going to win the event as well, but they came in 2nd overall. Once they finish craning, I'll head on in and see if I can grab a sailor to have a chat. It's getting dark. It's a big day for you, huh?
Yeah, getting dark, craning the boat, and we have to disassemble the tech base also. So, yeah, but anyway, it's better when you are doing results for sure.
Are you happy with 2nd? I know you almost won the event, but how does 2nd feel?
Yeah, to be honest, a bit frustrating because we were were in front, and we had a really bad last stack, and I think that's why Ben and Tom just came back. But I mean, second is also pretty good for the overall. So yeah, we have to be happy with these results.
You might have made a mistake in attack, but the British also made a mistake at that gate and let you go from third to second.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was a good recover for us, and when I saw Ben just falling off the forest, it was a good opportunity for us to finish second. So yeah, unlucky, and just at the end of the race a bit lucky about the Ben's mistake.
Oh, well done, and good to see you with back-to-back final races.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
See ya. Now I've just spotted the driver of the Australia SailGP team, the winner of this event, Tom Slingsby, doing some other media interviews, but I will try grab him straight after to find out how they came from 7th to 1st on this final day. The first question I have to ask Tom is everyone going to have to grow a mustache now for every event?
Seems like a good luck charm, doesn't it? I didn't feel that way yesterday. I remember overnight I was thinking, I've got to shave this thing off. There's no luck at all here.
I mean, it's always special winning, I imagine, but how special was it winning after, you know, a disastrous day one?
This one really means a lot. Honestly, I didn't think we were going to be able to do it. But the way the points worked, certain teams had bad races when we had good ones. And all of a sudden, heading in with one race to go, I was like, we've got a chance at this. And then we heard New Zealand got a points penalty for a collision. I was like, okay, they're still ahead of us, but if we get one boat in between us and them, there's a chance. And then to have a final race like that, it was unbelievable. And yeah, the whole team, we're so stoked. We're on a high.
Well, I was chasing you guys down that last leg where it was neck and neck with the British. Did you have a theory there to overtake them, or were you just pushing as hard as you could?
I had a little theory, obviously. I thought, okay, we've got to jibe inside them, because if they have a little bit of a bad jibe or we get a little gust earlier, we've got an opportunity of jumping them. I was trying to create enough room that we could turn and go behind his stern and then have an opportunity to come back at them on starboard. They gave us a little bit of room there, and I knew we could fit in our jibe and get behind them. And then I knew that if we nailed 2 good jibes, this is a really tight little racetrack. You had to put 2 jibes in sort of 10 seconds, which is not easy in these boats. And I knew if we did that, we had a shot at them. But do I feel bad for Ben and his team? I do. I didn't really think we were going to get there, but they made an error and we were there. We sailed well enough to put ourselves in with a chance if they made an error, and that's what happened.
So the confident Aussies are back?
We're confident right now. I mean, geez, we're inconsistent. I mean, by no means are we dominant. So we came out on top this week, but we've got a lot of things to work on.
Oh, well, thanks, Tom. Enjoy the celebration.
Okay, thank you very much.
See you. Well, that wraps up the debrief for the Dubai Sail Grand Prix. Now, my predictions were pretty off this weekend. I thought New Zealand and Canada would make that final, but out of the blue, I said that Australia was going to win because they had something to prove, and they certainly showed that today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, let me know how you thought the weekend went from your eyes, and we will see you soon in Singapore.